Oh, shit. Okay, chest workouts. Tonight I feel so lazy. Ugh. Just came home from work. So it's the first time I'm using these bands to do chest workout. They feel kind of stiff. I don't like the feeling. Very stiff because the texture is different from the other bands that I've been using. And when a band is too stiff, it troubles me sometimes. But I tested it, I checked the condition is okay, but the stiffness troubles me. So we're gonna do 4 sets of decline chest presses, and then we're gonna elevate the bench to incline and continue the workout. That time I'm gonna move the camera to the front so you guys can see from that angle. And then we're gonna move again into the hallway to do the crossovers. Maybe one day I'll try to set up everything in the hallway and see if we can do it from everything from there. So I have these little puny dumbbells supporting my legs. So that's what I mean, stiff. And as you guys probably seen, this looks like I'm struggling to push it. because the band is very, very stiff. When you buy resistance bands, different company, sometimes the texture of the band is much, for example, like these bands are more soft. It's soft, and it actually, when you pull them, they feel a little more comfortable. But these bands, just like the ones that you buy at Canadian Tire and Walmart, they're more harder to pull. So I'm thinking that it's just the material is very different. I like how they all feel. It's just that for some exercises, like this exercise, like decline, it seems to be a little too stiff. Here we go again. Ooh. One more set. Even though it's stiff, it's very stiff when you're pushing it. It feels like the resistance is much higher than the other band, but they're actually the same amount of resistance. It's just that the stiff band feels much higher. Fix it. So because the band, this particular band is so stiff, you have to be very careful, because if you're not used to it, and when I mean careful, you have to, if you have a setup like this, don't bring the bar to the neck, because you're over rotating the shoulders. You can injure yourself. So just bring the bar right about here, closer to the lower part of the chest, and you'll still get the results, because the band is much harder to push. If you have a setup like this, but if you have a decline bench, it will be the same thing. So let's change positions. I think I'm finished with the bar, I think. So now I'm wondering if this is going to be too hard to do the decline. But we're going to try it and we'll see. We will try it. There's only one way to find out. It's by trying it. So I'm gonna move the camera to the front. Now I want to leave you guys hanging like that. I will take you over to the front so you can see me from the front. Yes. Uh-huh. Let's drop it a little bit. Too high. So let's see if we can do this. If we can't, just have to, yeah, I might get away with it. Might. But from here, this is not good. There's zero purpose of doing it like this. No benefit at all. So I will have to see if I can wrap it around my hands. I don't have my rubber gloves. I'll try to get one set first, see how it feels. Okay, I think. No. So I have to change the way I'm holding it. Okay. Yeah, from here. This is where I need a resistance on the bottom here. If it's got too much slack, then you're not going to benefit from what you're doing. Much better. I want to try the bar. No resistance. Maybe not, maybe I have to put another loop. Yeah, one more loop. And you can add another loop. Hopefully I don't break the band now. So what I can also do, you can put a nut to the center of the bend, and you wouldn't have to put so many loops around the bend. When you put it around the bar, you can just put a nut at a halfway point of the bend, and then, or two knots, how many knots you require to do, because of the kind of resistance you might be looking for. That's what you could do. One more set. I can still put another loop around the bend, but I don't want to chance it. If I originally, because the first time I'm using this bend to do incline chest presses and declines, first time I'm using it, so I wasn't too sure. But the next time around I do this, I will probably put a nut to the center of the bend, and then I loop around the bar. So think about it this way. If you were at the gym working out and you're using the plates, that's how much time it probably would take you to rest and keep adding the weights. That's probably about the same amount of time it will take. Because most people, when they work out in the gym, they rest a lot longer than I am resting. Okay, so some good chest presses. The dumbbell. So when I was doing the incline and the decline, if I was a much taller person, longer arms, longer body, I wouldn't need to put the nuts on the bend and all of those different things, because the resistance would have been enough already because of the length of my body. But because I'm a much shorter person, you have to start putting nuts on the bend and looping them and this sort of thing to create the kind of resistance you're looking for. But like in this position, I don't really need to do that, so many loops in that kind of way, because the resistance is already there before I start moving the bends. hands is getting wet now. Whew. So I'm going to wrap it around my hands to get more resistance. Ooh. Ah, gosh. So let me get ready to move the camera. So this is going to be a bit tricky. Okay, let's see how I can do this. I need to move 3 things at the same time. So bear with me, guys. Okay. I should have a cameraman, but I don't. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna do some crossover. And I need another band for another exercise thing. So I need a knot on this band to do chest flies. What we're gonna do is standing and using the wall to help. Yep. Need my gloves. So we're gonna go for 20 reps and burn the hell out of the chest. That's what we're gonna do. And my reps will probably decrease. If I was to choose chest exercises to be my favorite movements, I would choose crossover. I would choose chest dips and incline presses. That's what I would choose as favorite exercises for the chest. Because with a flat bench, so-so. But these exercises are very good because you get a better stretch in your chest and it makes your chest grow actually. if that's an area that you can't really get to cooperate, these are the exercises I would choose. Because when you get to this part here, that's where the contraction happens. And you come up here and everything is coming downwards and you just like hit the bottom and squeeze. It feels good. Whew. It burns like hell. Still getting 20 reps. It burns too much. Final one. Can't make it. Okay, so Let's keep moving. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my back on the wall, and I'm going to use the wall to help me with this. So I'll keep my back flush against the wall. I can't go this way because it's too narrow, so I have to go sideways. Oh gosh. It's hard, very difficult to work an 8-hour shift and then come and do this, especially at nighttime, because I don't work in the daytime, I work at night, so it's very difficult. Nighttime, your body's supposed to be sleeping and resting. One more set. Whew. After we're gonna do 2 sets of side lateral raises. 2 sets each side, and 2 sets front lateral raises. And that will finish off the chest. The reason why you do the lateral raise is because this connection here is very important. Because the chest, upper chest runs right into the shoulders. So you wanna get the isolation right in there. Use these ends. So how difficult it is to get the nut out of the bands. Imagine if it was a bigger band. It would not even come up properly. Okay, so there's a problem here. This is a wooden floor, and it's smooth, but don't trust it to have the bands directly in that floor. That's it. I'll have a hot shower, have some quick protein, and go to sleep. So guys, that's the end of the workout. I did this workout And honestly speaking, before I started, I didn't want to work out. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way sometimes. But when you feel that way, that's the time you have to push yourself. That is the time you must push yourself. Because if you allow your body to say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, then the next day you're not going to work out. The next day you're not going to work out. And eventually you stop working out. So you have to, if you have goals set, you have to think about those goals and try to fulfill them. For myself, I have big goals right now, and that is what's motivating me and driving me. And when I hit those goals, I set a new goal. That's what life is. Keep setting goals and keep trying to reach them. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the gifts. And thank you for joining me on this journey to June the 14th. I am out of here. Good night to you on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. And